Yeah, I'm up. I'm up. It's fine. Alright, hello. My name is Yannick, or as my gamer name is Easy Ninja. And I would like to give you a brief introduction of what this series is going to be about. I'm going to play or drive my jalopy to Turkey and back. And while doing so, I'm gonna try to recall some childhood memories of my own, or just do some philosophy about general things that I read about in the news and stuff, just to get your opinion on stuff while we play this awesome game. If you haven't checked out Jalopy yet, do so. It's a really fun game. It's basically one long road trip in a completely broken down Soviet kind of Trabant like cheap car that you put together yourself or your uncle gave it to you for free. This is the uncle, by the way, he has that kind of extra dimensional vest and you can walk straight through him and he just stands here and whoa, looks at you funnily. I think that this might be the kind of uncle that like tells you to come sit on his lap at weird times of your life. So anyway, let me just get started with setting up the car. This is the first ride. I have played a total of 7 hours in Jalopy, so I am in no way a professional. And I think that that is the cool part about it. I just want to kind of discover things just as I go along and just try to have general good fun. Do I need the water? I probably don't need the water. Should be water everywhere, right? Water's cheap. I don't want to take water with me. So we have some extra gasoline. So this is a two-stroke engine, meaning that you have to mix gasoline and oil. I don't know if you've ever had like a little moped or a cheap motorcycle, the 25 or 50 cc ones. You use two-stroke engines. Well, at normal gas stations you would be able to just take two-stroke fuel, but it is possible to mix it yourself using a mixture of oil and gasoline. Okay, so it is possible in this game to upgrade the car so that it becomes slightly more, well, sustainable. Because if you do a 400 kilometer drive in this thing, it will obviously break down. Actually, it will break down if you do a 200 kilometer drive. Alright, so Uncle Lutfi uh, tells me that the keys are here and I can put them in the ignition. And then let's start off for the first time. There we go. So every time you start to drive, you take out your map and select the route. So we're at day 0, we've only just started. And we are going from Berlin to Dresden. So you get to choose between these 3 routes. I'm going to... Well, the car is actually still brand new. It's full of fuel. I have extra fuel in there. So I'm actually going to take the longest one because it has a question mark in it, and that often means that there is well, a surprise along the road, and hopefully that will have some cool spare parts or upgraded parts, whatever. It's also the one that has the best weather and no off-road or potholes. Alright, so let's get going on our journey. So what I wanted to talk about today is one of my childhood memories that I have is I was going to the seaside. I'm from Belgium, to the seaside in Belgium on a road trip. And let me just clarify one thing for you that's really important to understand. So Brussels is the capital of Belgium. It's in the middle of the country. If you drive 100 kilometers to the west, you're in France. Drive 100 kilometers to the east, you're in Germany. South, you're again in France or Germany or Luxembourg, wherever you want to be. And north, you're in the Netherlands or even in England if you're unlucky and you've ended up in the canal. So it's not really a country to take road trips per se. But as I was driving to the seaside with my then girlfriend, so my now ex-girlfriend beside me, it was I think in November or December, and it had been snowing for a couple of days. But the highway actually was really well maintained, and there was no snow on there, so I was perfectly able to maintain a safe-ish speed of 90 kilometers an hour. And of course, in those months it gets dark really fast. So I'm driving 90 kilometers an hour along this highway when all of a sudden, as a car in front of us just stopped and stand still on the one lane that was cleared of snow and turned off lights, and it was dark. So the only solution I had to avoid a possibly fatal crash was to kind of swerve to the left and uh, have a go at it, just to avoid him. But that is through 10 centimeters of snow. That was probably the moment that I thought when I entered that snow. I almost felt like letting go the steering wheel because you could feel the car having no traction at all anymore, and it just kind of went forwards at 80 or 90 kilometers an hour. And miraculously, and I still don't know how, I managed to pull it back on the highway and made it out safely. Alright, I'm just gonna take this crate with me. I can't open it right now, but I'm hoping I can take it with me. Okay. So those are like situations when you're driving a car that you think, why did that driver in front of me make an unnecessary stop in the middle of possibly the most dangerous situation that you can be in? Is in the dark, it's a snowy road, and just kind of block everything that you can. And I was the only car there, so did they do it on purpose? Did they try to kill me, or did they get a kick out of it, or something? Well, obviously, I didn't. I didn't stop and go back to talk to them because yeah, you're in half shock. It's not normal that you just kind of survived a possibly lethal situation. Uh, and I remember then finally arriving at the destination, which was Oost-Duinkerke in Belgium, which is pretty close to the French border actually. And first thing I did was just enter a bar, order a very strong beer, and almost drank it in one go, just thinking, well, I'm still alive. Not, I mean, almost got killed by some reckless driver, or I don't really know how I should describe him. Crazy person, possibly a killer or something. Yeah, it's just the kind of weird stuff that can happen on a road trip, I guess. Right, so I've now pulled up on this junkyard thingy, and I didn't notice. I came by these a couple of times in the 7 hours I played before, and I would just be like, "Hey, cool! There's a fuel tank and a stock engine. Whoa, this is super cool. What do we do with this?" So yeah, this doesn't open, right? So it's basically there's always the same stuff in here. There's an engine, there's a fuel tank, and there's a battery. So as you can see, the battery has 100% charge. That's no problem. The fuel tank has 1 liter of fuel, but the engine has zero durability, which means this is kind of a puzzle for. There are fire. Are there fires over there? Kind of like a dumbass puzzle that makes you waste, in this case, one of my repair kits. So I just repaired the engine once, then pull this, and look at that, there it goes, now it's open, and now we can go inside and check if they have any awesome parts. So yeah, as I said, it's amazing how uh, quickly things can go from a pleasant drive to um, a near death situation. I've luckily never ever had a problem like that afterwards again. I mean, really lucky. I'm fortunate that I didn't, but still, it just it stays in memory. That could have really been the day that that I died, and I was 22 at the time, so it's 10 years ago by now. So I'm kind of over it, but I still remember it. And on any snowy day driving around, I would always be extra careful and just be thinking like, there's not gonna be this loony who's gonna kill me now, is there? Right, so I found this triple barrel red ignition coil that is basically destroyed, but I am going to install it anyway and fix it up once. So take out this thing, which has no value at all anyway. So look at that now. It has a triple barrel and it adds plus 0.00399999. Yeah, it's a German game. There's a lot of nines in here. Oh, I can't believe I actually said that. So if I fix this once, that should be fine for now. Those things don't really break down, I've noticed. Well, it's an ignition coil, I mean. Triple barrel even. Alright, that's good. Oh, turn on the ignition. Let's see, it works. Bit of an awkward road to pull out here. So yeah, if any of you watching this ever had like a crazy situation while driving a car, please do share in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. I mean, those are things that if you can give tips to anybody who just starts out driving, my tip would be don't drive at night when it's snowy, and especially don't drive over 80 per hour, even if you think it's completely safe, because the idiot in front of you may have crazy ideas and possibly kill you because of it. So if you have any crazy stories or anecdotes that you want to share, please do so in the comments or wherever you like, or give people some tips on safer driving. Alright, so we're getting along pretty well on our trip here to Dresden, whatever. I'm picking up these crates along the way. Oh, it's locked again. There's probably not gonna be enough space in the boot left, I guess. Oh, there isn't, so bit of a gamble. What? Yeah. Sometimes in this game, for no reason, you could hear a car honking, and there's probably never gonna be one close to you. What is this? Another thingy? Thingamajig. Oh, there's a green car behind me. And I've been playing my summer car, so every time I see a car come up behind me, I just think, this guy wants to kill me. In case you haven't checked out that game, it's basically a car building simulator times a million. Okay, I'm gonna let this guy pass because he's getting on my nerves now. Okay, you go. You pass me on the right side, yeah. Yeah, cops will love you for that. Jeez. People these days, huh? Now, defensive driving is really important. Really, really important. So, we should be getting pretty close to our final destination for today now. If I'm not mistaken, I made it to Turkey the first time in about 4 hours, I think, with one reset to Uncle. So if you're really stuck, like your engine's completely broken or your battery died and or you're out of fuel and there's no way that you're gonna walk for 70 kilometers just to go get a fuel tank, then you can press the go home button, which takes you and your car and everything that's in it back home to Uncle. And he has a repair kit, he has spare tires, he has a spare engine, but you probably want to upgrade your engine much more than just kind of repair the same old one, because this one doesn't have a lot of mileage on it. Breaks down easy, it's really slow, and it has this weird noise. Actually, I kinda like the noise of the carburetor. So I'm gonna lower the window so you can hear it. It's just like sounds like a moped, as I said, a two-stroke 50cc moped. Or 25cc even. But I love these driving simulator games. It's fantastic. It's so relaxing, and I don't know why, but it kind of allows your mind to wander off a bit. It's like Euro Truck Simulator. It may start off slow and you're thinking, why am I driving this truck from point A to B, delivering some goods that I don't really care about? And then you do it, and as you're driving along those long winded roads and you're looking at the scenery, your mind's kind of starts drifting off and you think about cool stuff. You start doing some philosophy in your own head or talking to yourself. And I find that incredibly relaxing. If you've had a busy day at work or had some problems with anybody or anything, then those games are really cool to put you in like a state of trance where you can just look at the screen, your hands will basically do what the game wants you to do, and your mind is just emptying, and you're just enjoying the atmosphere and the scenery and just the whole relaxation. Well, I guess that if you're watching this video, I'm pretty sure that you're into simulator games or games that are not Call of Duty, where there would be a 5-year-old screaming through the microphone about how he did nasty things with your mom. I frankly hate those games. I used to love them, but I hate them now. So this is our first trip done, actually. So we've now arrived in Dresden. That is the Leica shop over there where you can buy new parts, but since I really don't have any money, that is pretty useless to go there. I'm just gonna take this box out and I'm gonna go buy me a crowbar. Don't have to pay for it instantly. So I'll just, yeah, okay, I'll just take a crowbar. That's fine, buddy. I'm just gonna, yeah. I need to pay for that. That's fine. Sausages. That's disappointing, buddy. Well, anyway, I suppose I should sell them. There's sausage, die Wurst. Yeah. Oh, that's an awesome sausage. The sausage. Well, it tells you what it is, so that's nice. It's the sausage. You know how this game kind of cheats you? So you can sell this, and he owes you money, but he's not going to close the fence then. If you take anything and you haven't paid for it yet, they will close, or she will close the fence. So she now owes me 880 euros, zloty, mark, whatever we're using in this game. But you can actually drive away. That's not cool. That's not fair. Alright, let's stop on the... Oh, this looks nicely damaged. Jeez. From this one small trip, look at that. The engine's almost completely gone. The carburetor's almost completely gone. The air filter's gonna go, I'm pretty sure of that, because I'm not gonna bother repairing this. I'm not gonna bother repairing this either. So take some fuel. See the gate closing? You're not leaving without paying. That much is clear. But whoa, if I wanted to take something, if I wanted to have my money, I would have been free to leave without it. Typical German ripoff. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, German people. But you did invade us. Twice. Wasn't cool. Alright, so I'm just gonna maybe open the door. Just gonna go and pay for that stuff and then go. Well, maybe I should buy. How much is that? 15. Okay. I think there's something wrong with your calculation on the price there, honey. It would have been really great if that now said like 80085. You know, boobs, like when we were young and stuff. Oh well. So, just taking this repair kit. Might as well quickly repair it. Keep our old Leica going a little bit longer. For our next trip, which I don't know, is that in Poland or I don't really know where we go after this. Should I fix up the... Wait, did I fix the air filter instead of the engine? Yes, I did. That would have almost been a fatal mistake. One that I will probably make again as these videos progress. So yeah, that's also one of the more amazing things that I found about when I was younger and doing all of these cool kind of trips and improvised voyages with friends. It's like you really didn't have to care about where you sleep as long as you had a bed and probably a couple of bottles of booze or anything else. It was all like easier. And now you have to, I don't know, for yourself, more like, I want to be in a more decent hotel room. I want to have some basic comfort. I've been working for that. I've earned my money. I have the right to spend it and stuff like that. I don't want too many kids running around. You know, it just changes. When you're younger, you don't really give a crap about that many things. But as you get older, and this happens to, I think, everybody, if it doesn't happen to you, you're lucky. I mean, really lucky. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're new to the game, she says don't bother the other customers. Do bother every other customer because sometimes they drop extra cash, and it really helps out, especially in the beginning of the game. Most of them just send you away, though. Yeah, you're trying to sleep. Come on, one more to give money. No, well, I got free stay out of this, so that's good. So yeah, that's why I like playing these games. It kind of reminds me of like that unsullied time where you just go with the flow, you know. You don't care, you just do what you want and you do it right. Alright, I'm gonna cut the video here, and then in the next video we're gonna actually take the second stage of our trip and we'll have something new to talk about. If you enjoy this stuff, if you have something to say, your opinion, any suggestions, any topics you want to have a discussion about, just let me know in the comments and we'll have a good time. See you later.